on my way now. I'm on my way now. I'm on my way now.
Before we even start to show you this place, we want to know how many of you can live in a tiny 500 square foot home.
We're gonna give you a tour. It probably won't take very long.
Yeah, it's a hot day. I'm hanging in the sunshine. You should hit me with the splash gun so I cool down. Won't you come on over? We can party till the sun's down.
Well, hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. If you watched our last video, you now know that 2021 is going to look a little different for us.
Yeah, we're definitely not going to be doing very much traveling, at least not at the beginning of the year.
No.
However, this video is going to be dedicated to showing you our condo. Doesn't it look nice?
If only it was outdoors and we lived in a climate where we could be outdoors. Now, if you're wondering who we are, it's your first time here, I'm Trevor. This is Anna. We've been to close to 50 countries. We're usually traveling the world, but like all of you now, we're stuck at home and we're in Halifax, Nova Scotia at the moment.
Alright, so before we get going, we just have to say a huge thank you to all the comments that you guys left on last week's video. It was crazy how many comments we got. People also DM'd us on Instagram, you sent us emails. Hope we got back to everyone. We really tried, so if we missed you, apologies, but yeah, it was pretty amazing.
By the way, I just wanted to say thanks to all of you new subscribers. I think there's quite a few of you around Nova Scotia that have found us, but there's a lot of you that are watching that are not subscribed. So guys, there's a button below, it's red. Click on subscribe. There's a bell next to that. If you hit that, you'll get notified when we put out new videos. And guess what? We can wait for you to do that. We'll just stop the video right now and I'll wait. Go ahead. It's down there, I think. Down this side. Anyway, you get it.
Surfing on a wave of good feelings. Well, it's just another Friday in paradise.
So as Trevor just mentioned, a whole lot of people seem to find us in the last video, left so many comments. It was awesome. A lot of people did leave comments suggesting for things for us to do in Nova Scotia, which is awesome. But a lot of things we've done already. We've actually been home since June. So some people say, go to Lunenburg, we've done that. Go to Cape Breton, we've done a lot of Cape Breton. We'll continue to do more. But if you did leave one of those comments, be sure to go back and check those old videos because there's lots of them.
Now, we also got a lot of messages about ways to support us because after the last video, well, a lot of you have already on Patreon and through the membership button on YouTube, there's a join button. And some of you have emailed just asking other ways to support us and just how, like, what is Patreon, things like that. We have some links below and just you can message us if you're into that. If not, these videos will always be free. Just try to watch the ads because that supports us.
Yes, and a lot of people, or a few people asked about merchandise because we forgot to talk about that. That's a great way to support the channel and you get something out of it. So we'll put that link below where you can get some delightful merchandise. Are you gonna do it?
I'm going for it. All right, so you guys are probably wondering what this is. This is, I guess it's officially the wave, and in the summer and when it's non-COVID times, everyone's trying to run up this thing, but not people my age. I mean, usually kids. Most of them can get to the top, but it's kind of dangerous. That's why there's this sign saying you shouldn't do it. But yeah, it's kind of iconic in Halifax. You'll only get it maybe if you're from Halifax or Nova Scotia, but if you're coming to Halifax, go check this out. It's right in the waterfront.
Up in here, got that DJ playing music, everybody.
Before we even start to show you this place, we really want to know how many of you can live in a tiny 500 square foot home.
We're going to give you a tour in a minute. It's probably not going to take very long because it is pretty small.
And we got some stories to tell you about getting this place. It was a long road to get here. We almost lost it at one point. We'll explain.
Yeah, and it took forever to get it decorated. It seemed like everything that we ordered didn't come on time, got lost, didn't come with all the parts. We'll tell you that a little bit of that story as well. It's why it took so long to finally get this video. We were just sitting here waiting for stuff to arrive. So when we were looking around for a new condo, one of the things that really attracted us to this one in particular was the amount of light in here. It's unfortunately a really dark day. It wasn't too bad when we were outside, but now it's raining out. But still, hopefully you get the idea of how much light there is in here. Really love that. So some of this stuff you might recognize from our old video about our previous condo. This one's much smaller, but we managed to bring a lot of stuff with us. One being this sofa and one being this coffee table, which we love. It does this.
Yeah, this is what you need. You need storage areas. And behind Anna here, you can see our artwork, which are of cargo ships, which is pretty neat because we see them out there right now.
And it's funny because we originally bought them when we lived outside the city a long time ago. We had a house like in the suburbs and we were right by or near the ocean then, so it kind of reflected like our view from there, and then it kind of came full circle again when we moved into this place.
Okay, right behind me is our entertainment area. This is our TV stand. It comes with those shelves on the wall. We're really happy with it now. It looks amazing, but oh, did it take a long time to get here.
Not just that, it took us forever to find one that was like the perfect size. It's nice and narrow, it's long, it fits there perfectly. We knew when we found it online that it was the perfect one, and then of course, we bought it like months ago. It took forever to ship, and then it like got stuck in every possible place ever. Then they didn't want to deliver it because it was too heavy. Finally got here, and it came without any parts.
You heard that right. It showed up without any parts, and it sat on our floor just right in front of me.
Like
boards piled up for a month. Yeah. Fun.
So over on this side of the room, we have our bookshelves. We actually brought them from our last place as well. I think we had them in our house originally too. They've been with us for quite a while. We love them. And I didn't have to get rid of any books, which is great. I think every time we've moved before, I always have to like slowly downsize on them. Generally, I read off of an e-reader for traveling and all that stuff, but I do love my books.
And one thing I like is I have this tripod set up here because of the view. Sometimes you can get some great shots. We'll show you outside in a second, but I got this zoom lens, so now I can get the cargo ships kind of way out there. It's pretty neat. This way is the patio, and we're lucky to even have the patio. We actually didn't even know from the listing that there was one because most of the units in this building, it's an older building, don't have one. So when we came here, we discovered there's a tiny little patio. So it's pretty small, as you can see, but we are gonna put like a bench over there and another one here because, you know, we have this amazing view at the moment.
For now, we have this view. I mean, thankfully we knew this going in that they are going to eventually build a building over across the street. It's gonna be 16 stories, so I don't think we'll have much of a view. Hopefully we'll have something in either direction, but I don't know, 16 stories. But the funny thing is, I feel like they've been planning this for a few years, and of course, as soon as we moved in, maybe 2 weeks in, they actually blocked off the parking lot and they're starting, well, they haven't started building yet, but they're definitely gonna be starting soon.
Oh, hi there. Welcome to the master station, the workstation. This is where I'm at most of the time. This is where we edit the videos. I have one that I'm working on now. It's part of this one already, but I love this area. One of the things I like a lot, there's a globe here, and it's just a reminder that, you know, we travel a lot, and I just love that this is right in front of me the whole time. Also, I'm not sure if you can see from your angle, but there is some arches here. They're kind of slanted ceilings with enormous windows. So I'm a big fan of that because it's nothing but natural light. And what's pretty cool is there's like a remote control to close this blind as well.
So welcome to the bedroom. It's literally right beside the workstation. That's how small this place is, but it works fine for us, honestly. We're really good about sharing space. I go to bed earlier than Trevor. Sometimes he'll work at the desk. It really doesn't bother me. Sometimes he'll go into the living room. Whatever, works. The funny thing about this bed, it's new, love it. It's a gorgeous bed, I love it. The headboard, and there's wood along the bottom. It's a gorgeous bed, but another fail. I think we ordered the bed, a new bed, the same time that we ordered the TV stand. It was supposed to arrive literally like the day before we were moving, and I kept, it coming from Wayfair, I kept messaging them being like, where's the bed? Where's the bed? It hasn't shipped yet. And they kept telling me, it's not a problem, it's gonna ship the next day, it'll get here on time, don't worry about it. And then the Monday before we moved, I messaged them again. No, I didn't message them again. I logged in and I noticed it said back ordered for like 3 weeks or something. So we're like, we're not gonna sleep on the floor for 2 to 3 weeks.
So you know what we did? We should have did this in the first place. We went and bought local.
We did. We had to call around though to all these different local furniture shops, basically. Ask them like, do you have any beds? Do you have any queen beds in, you know, like in stock that we can come pick up basically right away? It was so silly. We also did want to get some underbed storage. We had that in our last place. Love that. Nobody had anything in stock with that. So we just bought like the big sort of garment bag under garment, I don't even know what you call them.
Slide them
under the bed. They're meant to go under the bed kind of garment things, and you just push them under, which is quite convenient.
All right, let's take you guys back this way. We do have a walk-in closet. It's not very big, but it's helpful in a small space like this.
It also doesn't look very nice at the moment, but we are actually going to get it redone. We're doing all the closets. It's something we're in the process of ordering. I think it's going to take quite a bit of time, but one thing we hate is every single closet has these horrible racks, and I dislike them so much. There's nowhere to like put the hangers in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's awful.
All right, let's leave this room. And I don't know if any of you are picking up on this. I'm just walking out another door. There's 2 ways into the bedroom. So basically down that way it's open, and then the main door is kind of just over there. I absolutely love that because it just opens up the space.
I really like it. I think a lot of people wouldn't like that because they'd want to be able to close the bedroom
Yeah.
door. Again, for us, we don't feel like we need a lot of separate space from each other, so it works really well. This is another thing we brought with us from our last place. We had the perfect spot for it. I don't know if you guys remember, it was kind of in a sort of little separate room, and it fit in this little nook area. So we weren't sure if we were going to bring it with us. We thought about selling it, but then we decided just to take the gamble, and we're really happy how well it fits here. Did not expect that, but we've got a whole bar set up. So here I am in the kitchen. We'll show you that in a second, but we do have this bar area here where we eat. It's also where I do work. Really great space, and I love that it's open here so you can see, I can basically see the entire apartment from here.
So since we've moved in, the kitchen is where we put a lot of focus on. There was some old appliances in here that were like straight out of the 80s, and we knew they just had to go. So you can probably see we do have a stove over here. They're all smaller appliances. They're 24-inch, so it's kind of harder to find that stuff.
Oh yeah, of course. They're more expensive and they're harder to find. Always the way.
So we also got a fridge that's as tall as me, which is kind of neat.
Taller than
because we have a really old fridge as well. But I think one of our favorite parts about the kitchen now is this addition over here. It's our coffee station.
Oh yeah, that wasn't there before.
No, so we decided, we found these neat little shelves, kind of holds all of our French presses. We have some Nespresso, well, we have an espresso machine, the Nespresso cups. We got these now because you can actually recycle them finally. At one point we gave all that up, but now that you can recycle them, that's perfect. Then we have coffee, and yeah, just in general, it's awesome.
Just show them our new kettle.
Yeah, this new kettle. I mean, I'm sure if you watch any other YouTubers, especially van lifers, they all have this, but it's
just so cute.
It's so cute and compact, and it's stylish. It's like a nice looking kettle, guys.
One thing we were really happy with this place when we looked at it, because we did look at some other ones in this building, was that the kitchen was mainly renovated, other than like Trevor said with the new appliance, or the old appliances that were here. But we have granite countertops already here. These really nice white cabinets. I think they are older, but they've redone them and they look nice, and I really like the handles on them.
You know what else we have? We didn't mention. Hardwood floors.
Hardwood floors, yeah. Nice dark color.
Yeah, so most of this building does not have hardwood floors.
No, most of them have old carpets.
Yes.
Yeah, and we also got a new microwave, and it's also, I guess we're going for the cute small appliances. It's very cute, very stylish. Another upgrade we did was just a new faucet, something really simple, but man, it looks so much better than the old one. And the only thing I think we have left to do in here is a backsplash. We really want to do that. Right now we're thinking maybe a black subway tile. However, we want a matte tile, and the only ones we can find, they don't seem to exist. Glossy is everywhere. Matte tiles don't seem to exist in Canada at the moment.
So I know my father's watching, and he's all into upgrades and things like that. So I know I'm going to be getting links from you, Dad, of, well, you trying to find this black matte subway tile.
3x6.
3x6 specifically. Good luck.
So here in the hallway, we do have 2 closets, which is super convenient. This one we're using for coats. That one's just kind of like a bunch of random stuff and cleaning supplies at the moment. It's a mess. I'm not going to show it to you because it's kind of embarrassing, but we will at some point, hopefully soon, get brand new stuff for in there to make it super organized. A few things here. These hooks were already here, but really good for keys. And then we put this shelf in, great for sunglasses and random stuff. And then we can hang our coats there, which is very convenient. Also, because our coat closet is also terrible, it's great to be able to put that out there. And right outside the door, there are like 3 steps that go right outside to an outdoor patio, like a shared patio for everybody in the building. But based on our old building, no one really seems to use that space. So we might kind of have our own little like private not 360, I guess.
It's going to feel like our own. And we'll show people
really
that
nice
in the future no matter what. But there are some other amenities.
Yeah, so downstairs is a gym. There's saunas, both men's and women's. There's a pool. Really nice courtyard to use in the summer. So lots of great amenities. It's the nice thing about living in a condo.
I know some of you are wondering about the bathroom. This is going to be hard to film because it's very small. I'll close the door here, see if we can do it. So behind me, you can see back to the renovations, we have a shower, but it's all tiled. And another thing we did is, if you see the shower head here, so now I can actually stand up. I'm 6 feet tall, if you're wondering. And the shower head before came to here, so I had to like duck down. It's like something like 5'5". But this changed everything for me, and I just love the tile. There is a tub, and of course you have your toilet. And then we have, well, check this out. That is glass. So everyone that comes in here loves this. At first we weren't sure what to think of it. I've never seen it before, but it's really neat. So you can actually store some things under, but yeah, some glass, have a mirror. We like the bathroom. So one of our favorite things, our favorite thing, our totally favorite thing about this place is the location. We are right downtown in Halifax. We are 2 minutes from everything. We have some of the best restaurants right outside our door.
Literally like a 3-second walk from here. It's amazing.
Yeah, so we love that. We love being right in the city again. Just feels like there's a lot of energy. We're just inspired more to create. And now, if some of you are wondering, like, why did we downsize? You know, we had a place before that was 1,200 square feet. Well, the idea is to travel more still. We just have to get through this year somehow. But we do have some big ideas, and we thought it'd be easier. We think of this as like a crash pad.
Yeah, and we'll eventually rent it out when we travel.
Yep.
And it's in the, like Trevor said, the best location ever.
Desirable.
So it should be super easy to rent out.
Yeah, and we have some other ideas. We've downsized, but that opens some other doors that you probably will see in the coming months. All right, some time has passed, as you can see. It's later in the evening. We just realized we did not tell you guys. We almost lost this place. We didn't tell you the story how. We'll try to shorten it up.
It's a long story, so we'll try to keep it as short as possible. But basically, when we sold our other condo and we're looking for new places to live, we had to put a conditional offer in on this place because our other place hadn't quite sold yet.
So the day we came to do the inspection on this place, we got told there was another offer in. We were sort of also told that they probably weren't going to take the offer. They were very happy with ours, and all of a sudden they accepted the other offer. So the next day was very scrambly, and within 20 minutes, we ended up getting confirmation
we had to call the bank. We were working with a realtor. We had to like come up with all
within
this
20
ideas.
minutes.
But it was literally 20 minutes
of the window we had
when our realtor called and said, "You got it."
It was ours, but within 20 minutes of the window. Crazy. So all that said, we're very happy we got it. Now you guys can see it.
It's so we were actually talking about this last night. It's like, what if we didn't get this place? Where would we be right now? No idea. Because we would have sold our condo. Who knows?
Well, all this makes me want to eat. And as you can see, we got some food. And right down the road from us is a place called Man Bean. Is that how you pronounce it?
I think so. But it's a Vietnamese place. We've never been to Vietnam. It's one of the places we thought we would get to last winter, and so we got stuck in the Philippines, but we love Vietnamese food. So
here we go. Really so normally, I know a lot of you know we do food reviews. We're gonna go through this a little bit quicker than normal, but we got some pho. I think that's how you properly say it. Pho soup. It's like it's kind of like a noodle soup for those of you that are not aware. You get chopsticks. We're gonna get into this in a second, and we got some Banh Mi sandwiches.
I love Banh Mi.
I'm gonna call them a sandwich over there. They probably don't, but yeah. Anyway, I got a pork one, and it's got a chicken one, and we got some soup. Do you want to try the soup at the same time? Yeah. Let's do it. So, what Pho Soup is made up of many, many different things. There's bean sprouts in here.
Some green onion. There's chicken, but you had a choice of beef, I think, and pork.
Oh.
The broth is so good.
This is.
We added also some sriracha.
It's such a wonderful thing. It's how do you describe this to someone that doesn't eat this kind of thing? It's like if you haven't had pho before, it's like a gourmet, I mean like ultimate gourmet chicken soup. It's perfect with all the flavors.
It's like an Asian version of chicken soup, so it's got a little bit of an Asian flavor to it. I actually love this soup when I have a cold.
Oh,
It's got like all those flavors, those deep flavors in it, which just make you feel so much better.
I think what I like is, well, the noodles are obviously soft, of course, and the chicken's soft, and the broth is just comforting. It's straight up comforting, but the bean sprouts add the crunch. Maybe it's time we try these Banh Mi sandwiches.
So I'm pretty sure I divided these properly. I think that's the pork and this is the chicken, but
Look
we'll
at
see in a
that.
second.
Look how good that looks. So there's pork on this one, cilantro. You already said there's radish?
I think radish and carrots and cilantro, you said that. Some cucumber, Sometimes there are some red chilies to make it super spicy. Sometimes there's really thick mayo, but we got these, not gonna lie, we got this before, but the chicken one to split. The thing, and I'll taste mine in a second, that we loved about these, there's not too much sauce, so like the chicken flavor, or the pork I guess for you, really comes through, and the bread. It's all about the bread.
On this, the pork is very tender, very flavorful. I love all the spices from the cilantro. I'll tell you, there's a lot of new restaurants. Halifax is such a changing city, and there's so many new restaurants popping up. And we tried a few of them since we moved here, and this is one of the better ones.
But it seems like a real local favorite.
Very local favorite, and a very, from what we can tell just from being in the restaurant, we did dine in there once, and it's very traditional. I think a lot of the food, they said, you know, I asked, like, what is the most traditional? They've pork Banh Mi, the Pho Soup, you can't go wrong. So yeah, this is exceptional. I have no complaints about this, and it's right outside our door. It's like 30 seconds up the road. Well, that was delicious. I'm glad we did that.
Yeah, now it's time to relax. I am very full.
Full bellies.
Watch some shows.
So right now we are watching The Morning Show. It's on Apple TV, but we're looking for other shows to watch. So we're very curious, guys, since now we're not traveling, we have more time to watch things.
Yeah, so we just finished The Crown not long ago. We seem to be picking one show and like super binging it.
Binging it, yeah.
Yeah.
So if there's anything that you're watching on, if it's Netflix, if it's Crave, if it's
HBO Max,
HBO, Amazon Prime, whatever, all of them, please do let us know. And we have lots more coming up in Halifax. We got some big plans. So in the upcoming videos, expect lots of food, expect lots of things happening around Halifax and around HRM. We got some cool stays.
Yeah, we got some like getaways, but not far. So just
not too far, but very intriguing.
Some fun stuff.
So if you're watching this in the future, when it's non-COVID times, we're hoping we can give you some ideas of what to do here, because we live in a very, very cool city. We also got some very big plans this year, and I know that sounds interesting.
You keep hinting about
I
this.
hinted
I don't
that.
know what you're talking
we got
about.
a big announcement, I think, coming up soon. If we
it
don't,
all works out.
If it all works out, right? I might be jumping the gun here, and then we'll just forget I said this. But there's a lot happening, and we're excited about it. We're very happy with the decision. Again, thank you all for the comments and the support. It means the world to us that all of you guys, our community, cares so much.
Yeah, and please leave a comment again. We love your comments. Love them.
So if you happen to be new around here, I'll say it one more time. I'm Trevor. This is Anna. I know a lot of you guys are new and just picking us up now. We live in Halifax. We usually travel the world, but 2020 and 2021 have threw us a curveball, and now we are here. So hit the subscribe button. There's a bell. Click that, leave us a comment, hit the share button, tell your friends, put it on Facebook. I know everyone around here puts it on Facebook.
All right, guys, that's it.
From Halifax in our brand new condo, well, sort of new to us, wishing you delightful travels.
See you soon.